with that performance, Craig?
Oh, probably not overly, Russ. Obviously, it was, just like we're a little bit flat, and sometimes that's a bit of an issue with us on a long turnaround. And we had given 3 days off, and they certainly deserve that over Easter. But perhaps we all didn't sort of switch back onto the playing mode or preparation mode during the week. So I felt a couple of twinges of that during the week, but I didn't sort of think it was going to be a big issue. But having said that, the Tigers, I think they came here to play a slow game. The rucks that's certainly the slowest rucks that we've had all year. And so they were kicking the ball out when it was 4-0, 6-0. So yeah, like I say, the good thing about what we did, the first half we probably lacked a little bit of energy, I thought, and in the second half we certainly picked that up. And the two things that were really important for us in the second half was patience and persistence. So just being patient, when the Tigers did slow it down, and not getting away from what we needed to do, and the persistence in exactly that. What we need to do, we just need to be persistent at that. And we sort of got it right there the last 20 minutes. So, but as I said, it was a funny game. It's certainly the slowest game we've played in this year, and some of the play the balls were real slow. So, but like I say, it was a good performance by our guys in the second half. After it was pretty flat in the first half.
407 penalty count. Was that about spot on for you? Or?
Yeah. Again, I didn't know the count, but certainly we got some in the second half. Perhaps we could have got a couple more in the first half. I'm not quite sure, but like I say, it'll be something that we'll look at in the review, and if we need to talk to the referees about it, we will. So we'll just see how that goes.
You seem pretty calm. Were you like that at half time?
I don't know, actually. I can't remember. I wasn't too excited, I must say, but I think there was a couple of points there that I needed to make. I think I made them pretty strongly, and to the players' credit, they really responded to that. Like when they scored that try in the second half, it would have been all too easy to think it's going to be too hard tonight. But they were really patient and were very persistent in what we needed to do in the second half, and I was real proud of them for that. But like I say, just at half time, we're just trying to get the boys a little bit more excited and a little bit more energetic.
Did you feel flat, Ken?
No, I didn't feel flat at all. No, I think it was more just a subconscious thing, right? With all the boys, just you could tell in the first half that we lacked intensity and a bit of urgency with our play, and particularly defence. They were making some good metres, a lot of inroads in our defensive line, and they just seemed to be always down on our try line. But after we spoke at half time in the sheds, we certainly picked that up, and we spoke about not waiting for your teammate to do something. Just get out there and do your job that you've been given this week, and everything will roll on from there.
Tigers thought the penalty count was a bit offside. They didn't get the rub of the green and suggested there were a few extra obstacles out on the field for them to get over.
A couple of hurdles out there, were there?
A couple of hurdles. What are your thoughts on that, Ken?
Look, I didn't think it was that way at all. I didn't feel that on the field. I actually thought, I agree with Craig, I thought we could have got a few more penalties around the ruck. I was just speaking to our front rowers inside. They felt like there was people over them all the time, and they couldn't get up and play the ball, and there was hands on the footy all the time, which is something that we were told they were going to crack down on this year, and might reflect on the stats that I got tonight. I don't think I had a run from dummy half. Just every time I picked the ball up, it looked like the markers were all over me, so they were always set, and I thought we could have got a few more penalties around the ruck there, but that's the way the game went.
What about the position of where a lot of the penalties were given away as well? I think in the first half, the refs said one more inside the 10, and they'd send someone, I think the count for the match was about 10 inside the 20.
Well, that's a good example of slowing the play the ball. They wanted to slow the play the ball. The closer we got to the line, the more they slow play the balls, which is what every team wants, I suppose. But like I say, that stat you just said, that basically, nothing else needs saying, Russell. That's what they came here to do, and that's what they did. And I think, what Cameron's saying, perhaps in the first half we could have got a couple more, but anyway, as I said, that's the referees got a tough job to do, and that's the way they saw it, and that's it.
What about this performance in the context of next week? Obviously, taking on the Bunnies, they're flying as well. How do you look at this into that?
Yeah, again, obviously we got a short turnaround, and we've seemed to respond pretty well to short turnarounds so far this season. So, but obviously it's going to be a real tough game. They're in obviously great form, and they're a big physical team. So we know what sort of game it's going to be. We haven't thought about that at all yet. Obviously we're just on the way about the Tigers tonight, but we'll certainly look at that on Wednesday and go from there. But we know it's going to be a big challenge up there without doubt.
Craig, do you think you'll have to be ready for other teams to come down here throughout the year and use those same tactics the Tigers use, slow play the ball and all that?
Yeah. Well, again, I know everyone's going to be saying that's how you beat the Melbourne Storm. You can hear it, echoing, through the papers and the media now. So, but again, if that's what they want to do, well, we've got to trust the referees that if they're going to slow us down in the ruck, that if they have got hands on the ball and it is too slow, we're going to get penalties. So. Again, they need to be patient and persistent with that too. But as I said, I don't know what's going to happen the next few games. Who knows, But I know one thing: we're not going to change from what we plan to do during the week. And like I say, everyone's got a job to do out there, and hopefully everyone does it.
Sisser came back pretty well tonight, Craig. Second half.
Yeah, he was good tonight. It was a really tough decision, to leave Duff out. But Sisser. He played some great footy last year, and Duff was probably coming back from injury, and again probably wasn't exactly where he wanted to be. We wanted him to be, and we just thought it was best to go back and get a bit of confidence. Playing with the Sharks up there in Sydney. Like I say, we know he's a tremendous player, Duff, and we know he'll be back. But like I say, we just thought that was the right thing to do this week, and sometimes you get it wrong, sometimes you get it right. I don't know whether we got it wrong or right tonight, but like I say, I know it's one of the toughest decisions I've had to make for a while.
And King?
Yeah, King was good. Obviously, he's been pretty unlucky, Kenny. Like, I don't know how many times he's been the 18th man or how many times we've been going to use him, and he's got hurt the week before. So it was great for him to, have his debut tonight. I know he really treasured playing with his brother there tonight, and Jess was very excited as well. So it was great that he finally got on the field, and he done a really good job for us as well. Really tidy, and some of our younger guys that have come up through our 20s here that have played this year, they've been really good for us, and hopefully they'll keep playing well, and we can keep finding a few more that are coming up through our junior grades.
Any injuries, Ray?
I don't think anything too serious there, Andy. I think Ryan Hoffman's got a bit of a knock on his shin, but I don't think that's too serious. I think Junior Sal might have a bit of a wrench to his shoulder, but again, what that means, I'm not quite sure. But other than that, I think we're pretty good. So, like I say, it was a pretty physical game. So to come through like that, it's pretty good for us. So hopefully, we'll all be up and going on Wednesday.
Question for you both. Billy in the second half got a bit frustrated and got the right hand cocked. You would have seen him training and sparring, no doubt. How would have he gone?
He's good on the mitts. I don't know how he goes in real life, though. He looks sharp when he got the pads in front of him. Don't know when another bloke's throwing punches back at him, though. I don't know. He's a goer, though. I don't know.
I certainly don't want to be on the other side, so that's all I'll say. But I think Robbie goes all right as well, so might set up for charity one day.
Done.
Yeah.